Hey, good evening. I wanted to pop on real quick and do a pros, cons, and comparisons video for you. And tonight's video is going to be all about lip colors. Many of you know I came from a different company, and one of the things that company is known for is lip color. Its longevity, its wearability, and just the fact that it just does not want to smudge, or come off. But I feel like there are pros and cons to that particular brand, and I feel like there are pros and cons to the FARMASi brand that I'm now carrying. So I wanted to do a comparison video for you. I have two colors. This is my favorite FARMASi color. It's called Brave. It's number 205. And then, of course, Bella, and this is LipSense. And then with LipSense, of course, you have to top it with a gloss. So I'm going to go ahead and top it with Orchid Gloss, which is just the one I've always had in the bathroom. So I'm going to do 1/2 FARMASi, 1/2 LipSense, and just show you the application techniques, the comparisons, pros and cons with that. We'll do like budge and smudge test, and then we'll also do a removal. So hoping I have a remover. I do. Okay. I need a LipSense remover, but I don't with FARMASi, and that to me is one of the pros, but we'll get to that. So pro number 1 with FARMASi, there is no prepping. You actually just, got my mirror under my arm. You actually just take it out. It has an applicator wand. You're going to clean it really, really well. You want it to be as wiped off as possible. And let's see. It's already extremely saturated with color, and I'm only doing half a lip, so I'm not going to need all that much on there. So I've got my mirror because the phone does not make for the best mirror, but we'll go my left side of my lip with FARMASi, and then the right side's going to be with LipSense. So with this applicator, I'm going to go on. I like this color because it's actually very close to my natural lip color. If you're joining me, drop your favorite emoji so I can see it. So I'm going to press my lips together, and it's going to transfer some of that color down there. But it's also going to take what that first layer was and put it down on the bottom. So now I'm just going to go in with the tip of it and line my lip. I don't have very full lips, you can see. So when you see my lip pictures, it's overdrawn every time. So I'm going to go on the bottom. And again, this is really similar to my natural lip color anyway. And then I just go in and fill in where I want it. So pro number 1, that was it. That's all it took. It's really pigmented. And I'm sorry about my ring light, but I can't see. It's hard enough to do eye makeup without glasses. So lip color, I don't opt out of glasses for. So you see it's nice and overlined. I'm going to give that a little bit to dry, which is why I chose to do it first. It does transfer if you don't allow the layers to dry really well. Okay, so let's go this side with LipSense. LipSense has to be worn in 3 layers, which I understand why, but hold on. I think this is con number 1. I'm going to shake up the pigments, and I haven't worn LipSense in a while. So I tried to pick a color that was really similar to the Brave 205. And Bella's always been one of my favorite LipSense colors. Okay, so the same thing, this applicator, you're going to wipe it off because it's already extremely saturated. I hope I don't flood this up because I have not done LipSense in a while. I've been really spoiled to FARMASi. Okay. Huh. It's a little more pink. And it's tingling. Holy moly. Okay. not as easy to fill in. Okay, and that's only layer 1 on the top. Ugh. So I've got to do 3 layers. I can't let my lips touch each other. Or the other I just press them together. If you haven't done it in a while, it tingles for sure. Okay, layer 1 for the bottom. Here. Alright. Layer 2 for the top. Now I know this is going to give longevity. I hope you can understand me. I know this is going to give longevity to add the 3 layers, but this is part of the con, I think, for me, is the application time. Okay, that's layer 2 on the top. Layer 2 on the bottom. I have a little postcard that I've always used to dry it with. You gotta let those dry really well. Okay. And the final layer for LipSense, that side. The layers do get easier to apply because you've already drawn it out. Okay, that's layer 3. See, I wiped and nothing came off. Okay, so I gotta let that dry. I'm gonna fill in this little, I guess I missed it. I don't know what happened here. This dry time is not my favorite. So I guess you consider that a second layer of FARMASi. Okay, now I have to go in with a gloss to give some moisture to my lips. And so I can touch them together. Alright. Okay, so I guess a pro with the LipSense is that you can wear a gloss and have the glossy look, and then once it dries, once the gloss soaks in, then you can have the option of like more of a matte look. So that is also, that would definitely be considered a pro. I can go ahead and rub that gloss in. That's so much better. Get my finger off. Okay, so I have FARMASi on this side, LipSense on this side. I didn't do as good a job. It's so much easier to overline my lips with FARMASi as well. So if you make a mistake, you can come right back in and take it off. So I think that's also a pro. I mean, there is a remover for the LipSense, so you can correct some mistakes, but yeah, I'm just out of practice, I think. Okay. Once that FARMASi has set in, and again, I need to give it a fair comparison, so I'm going to take some of this gloss off again. And I know that you can add like a little bit of lip plumper, the FARMASi lip plumper, like put it on your finger and kind of dab if you want the glossy look. So I guess you can have both, the best of both worlds on both sides, but okay, so okay, that's like the middle right there. So I'm not sure what's happening. So this is gloss on the side and you can't even really see it, and then there's nothing on the FARMASi side. I don't know if it, like the gloss got over. I don't know what's happening here. Okay, I'll kiss this hand. So I have like the tiniest transfer. Can't even hardly see it. That tiniest transfer from the FARMASi and like gloss from the LipSense. So honestly, like, I don't know. I really have enjoyed having a matte look. If I don't want a matte look, then I'm just going to go straight for the FARMASi lip plumper, and I'm just going to wear that as like my gloss. It smells like peppermint. It tastes good. It gives my lips a little bit of a pout. So I do love that part about it. I think that they're both going to wear in the waterline, which I've had experience with both. But the reapplication of the FARMASi is like that fast. And so, I don't know. I mean, there are definitely pros and cons to both. But I know a lot of my customers, because they followed me with SeneGence for over 3 years, they're all about the lip colors. And so they've asked me, you know, like, what's the best comparison? How do you feel about it? And I'm like, I don't really know yet. And so now I've had some time to wear FARMASi liquid lip color, the matte, and I'm a huge fan. When I wear a little bit in the waterline, I dab it dry some, like after I've eaten or something, and then I just wipe off the applicator and go right back in. And it's so simple to reapply. But here's where I like it the most, is in the removal process. At night, removing my makeup is one thing. You know, I put on a makeup remover, get it off, wash my face. But to have to remove my LipSense at the end of the day got really old, and I don't know why. I think it was just because there was such a process. I couldn't just take my washcloth and take it off with the rest of my makeup. I had to actually remove it. So I'm gonna go in. I use these little microfiber rounds. They're from Dollar Tree. You get 3 in a package for $1. Scrubby, really like a rough micro. Why am I saying that? Like a rough side and then a smooth side, and I love these things for my face. So I'm just gonna get a little bit of water on it and show you. And honestly, like the LipSense test, because you can do this and it doesn't smear, but I don't walk around doing that anyway. And it didn't move. So once it's dry, as long as you do a good thin layer, it's not really going anywhere anyway. I've not noticed transfer on my straw, so it's coming off, but like my LipSense like barely moves, and that bugs me. So, and again, this one is like super close to my natural lip color, so it's hard to tell, but it's already off. And you saw it didn't kiss off, like, except for what may not have been dry, and it didn't smear, and it's not coming off until I like made it come off. But my LipSense, and if you really want long wear, then go find a SeneGence distributor and get some LipSense. But for me, it's just inconvenient sometimes. So I'm going to take off with the Oops remover. Gotta let that soak in. And it does come off a little easier if you haven't just applied it. I will give it that. Can't really tell in the phone camera. My camera keeps like going in and out with my light. Okay. It's still there. Blech. It goes on in layers. It comes off in layers, but sometimes that's super annoying. I don't know. Alright, so a little bit more Oops remover. It makes that other side of my mouth dry. And get it all off. So there you have it. That's my pros, cons, and comparisons. So I'll recap. Pros, all you need is this. Thin layer not going to transfer, easy to reapply in the waterline after you've eaten, extremely easy to take off. Con, probably not as hydrating because you don't have a gloss over it and it is matte. Another con might be that it really doesn't last just like hours and hours and hours and hours. It lasts a really good long time and it's super easy to reapply. Easy to take off. So then pros with this, really long wear, beautiful color options. Cons for me just outweigh the pros because you need 3 things in order to have a complete set with this. It takes 3 layers, longer dry time, longer application time, and you have to have a gloss to seal it. That has to be this brand. And then as far as removal, it takes a while to get it to come off. And sometimes I just don't really like that. So 2 things. I'm not going to say one's better than the other, but people definitely have their preferences. So that's just mine. So I'm going to hydrate my lips with some FARMASi lip plumper and pop off here. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you soon.